What's up, everybody? This is Cody 420 Everyday Travis over here on the right, I guess, and then Jake's to my, I guess he's to my left, but to y'all's right over here. And Jake, we got some crazy shit going on tonight, don't we?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Action
Yeah,
packed.
yeah, like the GOAT agency, man. We were looking at the list of fighters. We got, I mean, you like some people just talk to a fighter. We're talking to a whole agency, man. And I was looking at their names. I mean, they got everything. They got, I mean, Jason Knight. They got all kinds of people. And we've had Jason on the show before, so we're huge. And when we went to the last fight in Birmingham, we bought our tickets from GOAT. So GOAT's cool. And then we got the guy that's gonna be on the card with Floyd Mayweather. He's on the show, Maxwell. And on that card, he's fighting Ochocinco. And then we have I guess a surprise guest, the former.
No, it's a surprise.
Shh. But she almost was a real accountant. I don't think she was, but she was. I don't know yet what's going on. I don't really know.
Was a real accountant.
I don't know. So what I just wanted to it's gonna be some fun. If that happens, we're gonna be more Jerry Springer on that point. So and I mean that's everybody's wanted to be Jerry. Have you ever wanted to be Jerry Springer?
Yeah, the best part about Jerry, well, the old Jerry before they started like bolting the chairs and shit down, but at the end when they like get to ask, when the crowd gets to ask the questions and just roast everybody up there, we're gonna do that.
No, but anyway, and like we got these great fighters coming on and everything, so it's gonna be great. But we want Susan to be able to share her experiences. So I mean, that's what we're saying. And also, I invited Jules on. Jules made a post about it, and I told Jules, I said you can come on too if you want to. I don't care. Jerry.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. But no, anyway, dude, did you see the fights there? Did you watch any of them?
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Which ones? There was a couple different people going. The UFC or the BYB or which ones?
No, the UFC fight.
Yeah. Dude, what's his name's arm snapped? Oh my God. You could hear it?
Yeah, but you know what he said? He's already had his arm snapped 4 or 5 times in submissions before. You're a bad motherfucker. When you break my arm, I'm not tapping.
Mm-hmm.
What about Tony? Did you see Tony? His ankle? They had him in that ankle lock. His leg popped. He and he kept fighting. Did not tap. He will not tap neither because he had an arm bar a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but no, that's Susan on the inbox. She's just talking about they're threatening her and stuff. So everybody, go ahead and message Susan and say Team Susan, and don't be scared of bare knuckle management. But I think in about 4 minutes we'll have GOAT agency on, and once they come on, it's gonna be electrifying because man, there's so many fighters. I mean, I was looking at their list. They got a ton of guys going to be fighting for belts and stuff in different organizations.
Yeah, they got a bunch of fighters.
Yeah, no. But anyway, man, I was going to ask you, what's up with all these damn fake accounts, all these troll motherfuckers trolling everybody, man? What the hell? I've been getting
nothing better to do.
I ain't got nothing better to do, man. But hey, I was gonna tell you, man. I have to say, man. I'm gonna give them credit. I'm gonna give them credit though. Some of it's pretty funny though. But
there's some funny ones.
I was gonna tell you the Chandler stuff. I wanted Chandler to win. My heart wanted Chandler to win because I'm a big Chandler guy. But the belt could have not happened to a better guy. I mean. You got to think. I can't even pronounce his name that good, so I'm not going to butcher it. Oliveira.
You can say Charles, though, right? You know.
Yeah, I'll say Charles. Yeah, that's my granddad's name. Charles. He struggled in the beginning on weight cuts. He was like I think he was 10-8 in UFC, and then he went on he's on a 9-fight win streak.
Mm-hmm.
And holy shit,
speaking of the trolls.
Hey,
speaking of the damn trolls.
Hey Jay, I gotta talk to the bare knuckle man. Look who's calling.
All right, well, mute your shit. I'll hold it down.
Yeah, hold it down.
Oh boy. Billy McGee, what happened to Billy Badass? I think Badass was better, Billy. Yeah, we're gonna have some.
Hey guys, Susan is going to be on tonight. 100%. Go ahead and share. Tag everybody. I need to go ahead. Wait, Billy McGee.
That's Billy Badass.
He said, shut him down. Yeah, shut him down. Look, I thought you signed a contract with Paul already, Billy. Yeah, I saw that in that OnlyFans page.
Contracted fighter. You don't want to ruin that contract.
You know what talking to me. Billy, God damn it. Come on, Billy. You see, look. Hey, I want to say, Jay, is there any way you could when I texted you that stuff, actually, I'm gonna let everybody see. Look, I'm gonna give a shout out. This guy sent me some shorts and stuff that he's gonna send to, and I'm gonna get. Check this out, everybody. What do y'all think? You think this is dope? I don't know. Where's my camera?
Oh yeah,
that's pretty bad. But I'm gonna tell you the shorts though. Look at the shorts. I think we got our guests on. They're in the house. We got them. Woo!
The men of the hour.
Yes.
Anderson, Scott Farley. Gentlemen, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
Oh shit, he's got a cool background.
I like your green screen background. That's nice.
We could do a dry run and test out the audio video first. I mean, but it's fine.
Yeah. That's fire, dude. No. Look, you sent me your.
How'd you get that cool green screen? Every time I do mine, it just shows up like this. What the hell is this? What is that?
I don't know. It just worked out well.
But no, y'all sent me. I was gonna say I knew y'all had fighters, man. But y'all got. I hate to say, man, if you had to fight a management company, y'all have some of the baddest dudes on the planet in your company.
We appreciate it, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we got. I mean, to be honest, I'm a fan of every one of them. And we've had Jason on a few times and everything. But I'm glad you gave me the list because I wanted all of them to get recognition because I know they're all going to be fighting very soon or just fought.
Yeah, we're pretty selective who we pick. You know, we pick people who we think are really skilled. You know, we're not just looking for a bunch of guys just to fill cards. You know, we want people that we think are going to go all the way to a belt someday.
You got the all right. I'll go from the list. I'll just go from the top. You got well, I call him Drew, but you got Andrew Toppin. I mean, has he got a fight coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, he's looking at being on Toe the Line probably in June.
We're really excited about Andrew, man. We're really excited. He's got a bright future.
I've seen him on Street Beefs. He's a cool guy. We talked to him in Birmingham and everything. He's a cool kid, and he trains. I mean, he's done. I mean, not everybody has their own jungle camp like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? He was down there training and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So Elvin's boxing coach down there, Caesar. He's a legit freaking boxing coach, and he speaks highly of Andrew. He really likes him.
He loves
Andrew. Andrew had been messaging me for a while before we met him in Biloxi, and I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, Underground Fight League, that's cool. And then I met him. I held pads for him a little bit, you know, and the big thing was our other fighters. I was thinking about signing him, and I talked to Vince about him. And then I get a message from Quentin. He's like, hey, I really like this Drew kid. And then I get a message from Elvin. He's like, hey, that Drew kid, I like him. It's like, well done, you know.
Man, he has his potentials through the roof, right? You know, I think Andrew just turned 22, I think.
23.
Yeah, the potential is through the roof, man. He has some UFL knockouts with over 1 million views on YouTube. You know, he's already got sponsors. He's he's be looking out for Andrew Toppin because he's coming.
Yeah. I mean, he's training with Elvin, man, and like I was telling Scott, I mean, Elvin don't get hit. Elvin's the only person that can go in a 5-round bare knuckle fight and come out and model right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It's unreal. It's great training. That camp's got to be amazing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it's getting there. We're still in the process of getting it going to what we want it to be, but I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the location and the view that they're going to have while they're training. It's amazing.
I would. It's amazing. It's a beautiful place over there. It'd be hard. You got to work and then get to the beach. You know what I'm saying? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what better way to do a camp than to go down there, get up in the morning, run, train, go to the beach all day, go train at night. It's just great.
Yeah, it's got to be. It has got to be great. And they got goats down there and everything with y'all's name, and then Elvin's carrying the goat. It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody can figure it out, but that's where the whole name of goat came from. Was Elvin. I'd been managing Elvin for about 6 years before we did this.
I did not know that. Holy shit! I thought it was just like the GOAT, like greatest of all time. That's what I was going. That's awesome. Then never mind. Holy shit!
It's a good little
Andra.
I smoked too much.
Yeah, no, it is. But it's kind of a dual meaning. The name derived from Elvin and Poncho and the goats down there. Have you ever seen Elvin kind of
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. He's
running up the mountain and stuff. That's kind of where it came from. I mean, if you see the little goat logo, it's kind of backwards here.
I see it now. I get it all now. I'm looking at it now. It totally makes sense now. I'm like, holy shit. But I was gonna say, and then I was looking, y'all. I didn't even know y'all managed Arnold Adams. I mean, he's a
Chi-Town, baby.
I don't shout out, AJ. He's first bare knuckle heavyweight champion. He's hungry, man. He's coming back with a vengeance pretty soon. Yeah, he just scored with us a couple months ago.
Is it going to be Mick Terrell? I see him talking. They've been talking. That's what I was wondering. It has to be.
You never know. That's who he wants to fight. You know how it is. It's kind of hard. I actually just got off the phone with Nate a few minutes ago, and he reminded me not to discuss matchups or dates or anything.
Yeah, we got to be careful, man. We got to be careful.
Oh no, I got you. I'm just throwing. I keep up with chats and stuff, and I'm gonna give him credit. Most people run from Mick Terrell, and he said, "Let's do it whenever." And I was like, "Damn, let's make this happen then."
Yeah, Arnold's not afraid of anybody. He'll fight anybody.
No, I'm looking forward to that fight. He's going for his run again, and that was good. All right, I'm going in order. What about Brandon Lambert? I've had Brandon on. I chat with Brandon all the time and stuff. What's going on with Brandon right now?
Brandon changes his mind every few minutes on what he wants to do. So we just try to guide him. It's difficult. You've met him.
Is he going to Britain? Is he really going to go over there like he's saying he's going to? Is that a chance?
I doubt it. No. I don't know if you probably know this. Everybody follows Brandon, but Brandon pissed off pretty much the entire country, in the last few months. And I highly advise him that it would be a bad idea for him to go there.
I'm going to send you a link. A long time ago, you can ask Jake. We had him on the show, and it wasn't a live show, and we cut and edited a lot of stuff. I'm afraid that some of the jokes he's using that I helped him out with, and we cut it for me, and it's a lot. I told him, I said, they're going to kill you, man, if you go over there. And guess what? Those guys, they've been doing that since over there. It's always been able to do it. So this guy's been fighting bare knuckle their whole damn life over there,
Yeah. Well, it's not only that, their skill level and everything, but they just don't like him because, he talks a lot of smack about the UK.
But if he goes over and wins, it'd be the craziest shit in the fucking world. If he goes over,
I want to see Malo after a win, bro. Yeah, the world is not ready.
You think he talks now?
Woo! Yeah, I just
he'd be calling out Conor McGregor. That's what I said. I love it.
I just keep trying to decide if he does go to the UK, if I'm going to go with him.
You know what? If he needs somebody, I love shit like that. If he needs somebody, I'll roll over with him. I got a bunch of friends over there. I love to go over and see that because he needs to come out with the Rocky American flag shorts. Come out the fucking eye of a tiger or something like that, and it'd be the funniest thing.
What he would come out with? He'd probably come out with General Cornwallis's march. That was the thing that pissed him off before. I got a message from Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Godbeer did not like that a whole lot. He was like, mate, this is personally offensive to everyone in my country.
Now, how does that work? Like, you get, I mean, Godbeer's on the roster too. How does that work, like, internal? I mean, it's like any, I guess, professional sports team, right? There's always going to be drama with teammates or coworkers or whatever you really want to call it.
We don't really have drama with our fighters. You know, the thing is, if you've met Brandon in person,
Yep.
you know, he's a different person on social media. When you meet him in person, I've been there when people that have told him they were going to beat him up in an event walk up to him and within seconds say, you know what, you're right, I do like this guy.
Yeah, can I get a picture? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell
right?
you,
Everyone wants a picture.
I'm gonna give Brandon respect here. We were there. He saw us across the whole arena, and he went across the whole arena just to come over and chat with us. And I was
Brandon's
like,
an awesome guy. Brandon is such an awesome guy. You know, I've seen him. He went with me to, I was judging Island Fights, local promotion here in Pensacola.
yeah,
Whenever I don't have somebody on the card, I like to go judge it. And he came up, was heading to Biloxi the next day and sat next to me. And I don't know how many people came up and said, hey, I've seen you on social media. I've seen you on Facebook. I just wanted to meet you, shake your hand. You know, and he's like a minor celebrity.
Yep. And he's got the you know, the image too helps. You know, that green hair stands out across the damn arena.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
okay, all right. We'll go to the next one because we could talk about Brandon all night. I know.
yeah.
We're gonna-
You do not want an internet war with Brandon Lane.
No,
Hey,
I tap
you know-
out right away.
No one wants that. No one wants that.
You know the thing. I respect him because I feel like he's like a degenerate like me. Like he likes that crazy shit, and I see him do it all the time. And I laugh. People hate it, but man, I mean, I'll message him. I mean, I that one night we did the green hair, and I came out and I was acting like Brandon and act like Good John and made fun. I was just joking. I told Brandon I was gonna do it ahead of time. He loved it. Said do it again. You know, like I love Brandon to death on that.
Haters are
But-
fans. Haters are fans too.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. All right, so I'll go to the next one. Chad Kelly. I haven't seen him fight, but he's 185. He got anything coming up?
Yeah, he's looking at fighting coming up soon this summer. You know, I went up to tryouts in Birmingham, and there was 5 people that stood out to me, and we signed all 5 of them. He was one of them. He was probably the number one at the time. He hits hard, awesome cardio. He trains with Stipe. Tough as hell, hits hard.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now. Actually. I did not know that was that. I thought it was a different name.
You were
Yeah, I'm
thinking former
excited to see him
quarterback
do it.
Chad Kelly.
Yeah. There's a possibility maybe bare knuckle MMA for him also.
Hey, so that's a good thing. I was going to ask you about that anyway. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that promotion's starting next month, June 18th. Well, if they can get the
I think
date.
it's going to be pretty cool, actually. I think it'll be pretty entertaining.
I've been
We get
talking about
the best of
bare
both
knuckle
worlds.
MMA for years.
Hey, let me ask you something. I know Scott coach. You coach like you do. Do you think the grapplers, since they don't have to have gloves on, you think that's going to benefit them a little bit?
It's a huge advantage. You know, it's like going to be
That's what I would
like a BJJ tournament, you know, but with fighting, you know, with punching and everything else. You know, the grappling is going to be way better. They'll be able to get a better grip.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid they're going to take down and be choking a lot of people out a lot easier now, and they're going to be thinking it's going to be a lot of brawl, but I think it's going to be a lot of grappling. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but you know how it is from watching BKFC. Just, you know, one punch and it's fights. I don't think the fights are going to last as long as MMA. They're not going to be going 15 minutes. You know,
No.
It's not going to be boring.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you
what
think? We got Matt here. He wants some predictions before. Are you guys allowed to give your predictions?
It's hard. You know, I don't want to sound biased, but you know, there's some people. You know, I think we can do that without making it sound biased.
Yeah, we don't have anybody on this card as of right now. I don't think so.
I mean, is it just those 4 fights that are on the poster, or is they got something else? I haven't heard about anything else.
It's dependent on the venue and the capacity. I know the Feldman was down in Miami yesterday, and so hopefully they're getting that all straightened out. But you know, we were going to have somebody on the card, and that's what I was told, that depending on capacity, that fight might be off, and it might be limited to a few fights. But those 4 fights alone are a card.
Yeah, I was shocked to have 4 belts on one
Those are
card.
4 crazy good fights.
Well,
Yeah, so there's one fight I will give my opinion on. I won't be mean or anything, but Palomino and Good John, yeah, that belt's not going anywhere.
why did they? Why did they make that one? It just didn't make no sense. I mean, they're like I was telling you, I would rematch Elvin in a heartbeat. I mean, he went 5 rounds. You know, most people don't do that. It just didn't make no sense to me at all. I was shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, Elvin doesn't get the respect he deserves, I feel. And that's probably just unbiased. You know, he's one of my best friends. I've known him a long time. He used to train up here at my gym.
He's just so humble that you don't hear. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you see and hear on social media, I mean, most of the time it's I don't want to say the bad stuff, but you know what I mean? That's what draws people attention is the shit talking and all that. And you're probably never going to hear that from Elvin.
No, Elvin's one of the nicest, most genuine, humble guys you'll ever meet. I mean, you hear that, you know, and then you see things from people, but I don't think you'll ever see anything from Elvin that's negative.
It's just his head movement's ridiculous. I mean, the other night I was just watching fights and I clicked it. I mean, he's just dodging. I mean, I watched a guy punch 5 times at his head. And he was just laughing at. Like I was like, man, he's got to have a special neck to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
He's fast. You know, he's fast, and it's like Chris Sorrow said. He said, you know, people can study video on Elvin before they fight him, but there's a whole big difference between watching Elvin fight and standing in front of him.
It's unorthodox.
And I'll tell you, you know, I hold pads for Elvin occasionally, and I get hit a lot because those punches come from everywhere. He punched me in the chest right after weigh-ins in Biloxi. I know some of you guys are out there recording it. I still haven't seen his video, but it hurt.
Hey, all right. So he wants predictions. Can you talk about the heavyweight, or you can't talk about that? Anything? I'm pretty sure Matt. That's Sam Shoemaker's manager. I'm pretty sure he wants to know what y'all think about that fight.
Yeah, I would lean towards Sam. You know, Joey's tough as hell, and he can take punches really good. Sam hits hard. Sam hits harder than probably most everybody. Yeah, he hits hard. I think I would lean towards Sam on that, but that's going to be a hell of a fight. It could go either way, but if I had to bet on it, I'd bet on Sam.
Yeah, I've been asking everybody this, and I don't know. Joey's in a new love interest. It's a younger woman, and she's a fighter. And every relationship I've ever been in, when you first get in that relationship, it don't care what you do. The woman is your top priority, you know, because I mean, that's what you want is the woman. Do you see a older man like him hanging out with a younger woman training and what she's training? I see that could be a little mental thing going on, man. New relationship, big fight coming up. I've been telling Matthew that for a minute.
No, I doubt it. You know, Joey's a veteran. You know,
he's a veteran. Yeah.
Joey's a true professional fighter veteran. You know, he knows how the game works. He's not going to let something distract him. I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's fought.
It's a good thing that Britain is a fighter. You know, I mean, because she's not going to distract him. You know, because she's a fighter.
She's bad. She's a bad
I think
girl.
It's actually a good thing for Joey.
Yeah, it could be. She might whoop his ass every day and make him want to go do it more, you know?
Yeah.
But no, okay, we'll go down to the list. We got Chris Sorrows. He was in Birmingham. He had that big fight, and I was shocked. That fight shocked me more than any fight in the whole card, to be honest.
It was definitely entertaining. You know, he had him rocked, you know.
2 times.
Yeah.
2 times.
Those were some hard punches being thrown in that fight. Those are some big, strong boys.
I couldn't believe. I mean, boy, they hit each other, and it was like one would hit the other one, could go back, and I was like, I mean, for that split second, that was a very intense fight. Is he good? Did he get injured or anything?
He's doing okay. He has a little bit of numbness in his face. You know, taking the loss is hard, but yeah, he's good. I actually just talked to him about an hour ago.
Well, that's good because, you know, I mean, he's probably hungrier now than ever. He'll be back in that jungle camp again, and he'll be rolling again probably soon.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Chris likes to switch it up, you know, where he trains. You know, he had the same boxing coach up there in Maine for about 14 years. You know, and then we met him up in Oxford last July, and him and Elvin hit it off. He went down there right away and then, you know, did the camp down there. But you never know. I think he might go somewhere different next. You know, he likes to mix it up.
I mean, the weight he cut, I mean, he was ripped, boy. When he had that weight, and I was like, holy shit, 215 to 205, like he did the last fight. I was like, good God, he's shredded. I guarantee he was probably hungry as hell.
He cut a whole person, man. He cut a whole person for sure.
Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah. All right. Daniel Alvarez. I haven't seen him. Is he a new one?
Yeah. So Daniel was at the tryouts in Birmingham.
Okay, cool.
He was one of the ones that stood out to me. And then when I started talking to him, really just cemented it, because he started talking about things that only people who have done bare knuckle know about, how knuckle placement, angles, how to throw a hook punch in bare knuckle versus boxing. And then found out that he's done a few bare knuckle fights in Tijuana, Mexico. So I'm pretty excited about seeing him fight. He's probably going to fight on Toe the Line first.
That's good. That's good. He's got experience. That's pretty good then. And we've been talking about him all night. Elvin's next, but we could have a 2-hour segment on Elvin, how he don't get hit, So everybody knows about Elvin already. So we want to talk
about Elvin all day long. I coached him. I managed him for years. I was one of his coaches. I could tell you all about his MMA career. Every bare knuckle fight. People don't realize about Elvin that I'm pretty sure, has the most rounds in BKFC. He has 5 fights and 21 rounds. And those last 2 fights, he walked out of there looking like he didn't fight.
Yeah, at all.
That's hard to get to in bare knuckle too. A lot of those fights don't make it past 1 or 2 rounds.
Sometimes I go take a shit and hit the wall, and I look like I've been in a fight, and he goes in a fight and don't even look like he's been in a fight.
Yeah, it's like Brad said. Brad said, I know I hit that dude. And then you slow down the video, Elvin every time is coming up here and blocking. It's just what he does. It works. It hurts. Elvin called me one day years ago, and he said, hey, I'm going to do bare knuckle. I said, no, you're not. And he said, I'm on the way to the gym. Let's talk about this. He came in, he got in his stance, and he said, throw a jab at me. I did, and he elbowed this shit out of my hand. I said, okay, maybe there's something to this, but I'm going to go put some ice on my hand. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But I think it's working out pretty well. Elvin's just cut out for bare knuckle.
I was going to ask you, is there going to be a belt in this next fight? Are they going to bring the 165 belt out, or are they still not going to bring it out?
No, they're not ready for the belt yet. Elvin has a fight coming up in the next few months. That's really all I can say about that. That's
good. I'm looking forward to it. This guy's got a cool name. I don't even know how to say his last name. Jay, do you have that list? It's Guto.
I'm going to butcher it.
Guto and Vicente. So Guto, actually, we're going to release him. He's down in Brazil, and with COVID going on and the travel and everything, it's just slim chance we're going to get him up here. And so we talked about it. He's only with us about 6-7 weeks, and we decided we were going to let him go do his own thing.
Yeah,
I did. I don't know if Jake's got the list.
I love the next one.
We're gonna go Jason Knight right here. Jason Knight.
Jason
Knight.
That's Vince's boy.
I love Jason.
Yeah,
hey, me and Jason cut the shit. Jason, we had him on. Where was he eating at? Jake. What was that restaurant?
Steak and Shake or Waffle House or Steak and Shake. He was inside Steak and Shake and came out into the parking lot and talked to us.
Yeah, I love Jason.
Somebody's got their volume up too loud or something. There's a bunch of reverb. I'll talk about Jason.
Probably Cody. Cody, you have to adjust yours.
Jason's my boy, man. This is kind of how I got started in the game. Is helping Jason out. We don't manage Jason per se. We it's kind of like the Elvin thing with Scott. Jason and I are really, really good friends. His family is my family. We've known each other for a long time. Been working with him since the UFC. And we do a lot of stuff for Jason, but he's not under contract with us. As far as being managed by goats, I guess you could say. But yeah, Jason's awesome, man. You'll never find anybody more real than Jason Knight. What you see is what you get with him. if I had one trait I could steal from him, it would be his determination and two, his chin. Because once Jason Knight makes his mind up about something, man, it's it's set in stone. No one can change his mind, and he can take a shot and keep coming forward, man. I've never seen a chin like Jason.
I mean, he had the best fights in bare knuckle. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, I can't believe they both walked out of that arena either night. To be honest,
that fight is what put bare knuckle over the top. Sorry, Scott, I didn't mean to step on you.
Yeah. I mean, everybody says it all the time. That fight was forced, and stuff, and it really did. I think it got everybody to start looking at BKFC. The thing about Jason, is he's exactly what David Feldman and BKFC loves. He'll go in there, win or lose. He's going to go and fight as hard as he can. He's not in there to fight and to not lose. He's in there to fight. He gets in fights in bathroom stalls.
Yeah. We asked him about one.
Yeah.
That was epic. I watched that video, I don't know, 100 times in a row and laughed my ass off every time.
I like when he talked about it and he's like, I had to hit the big guy first. I had to make the 2-on-1 a 1-on-1.
Yeah, and don't stop punching until it's over.
Yeah. And then the one with the drunk driver.
Oh, God.
That one's the best, too. The guy, the dude's crying at the end. You slapped me.
It was actually his brother, Josh, that slapped him.
Right.
Jason's brother, if you saw them together, you would not guess they're brothers. Josh is, I don't know, I'd say 6'4" and probably 280, 300. He's a big dude.
He's 3 bills at least. And Josh is more savage than Jason. And Josh did that to protect Jason because Jason has a career to worry about. Josh he'll slap a fool for looking at him wrong.
Right.
I was gonna say it wasn't mine. When I muted it, I still heard it, so it wasn't mine, Jake. I was just like,
it may be me.
It might be Jake. It's probably Jake.
I don't hear it now.
I don't hear it anymore. But no, back to Jason. When we had him on, he was like, "Man, I got an MMA fight. Then I want to do the 145 tournament." He said, "I forgot." He said, "I want to fight this guy." It was Good John, and then I was going to whoop Belford's ass because I can't stand Belford. And I was like, man, I was loving it. I was like, okay. And then Good John got in this fight, and I was like, well, are they talking about that tournament still?
Jason is throwing MMA right now. He wants to go back to the UFC, which his ground game is so strong, dude. His jiu-jitsu is so strong. It's a shame that he's still young. It's a shame that he wouldn't get to use it in bare knuckle. I mean, obviously, his base is jit, right? I mean, he's a jits guy. He's great on the ground. He just happens to have pretty good hands. But his goal right now was to get back to the UFC. Yeah. So he's looking at MMA fights right now.
And you know what's funny? A lot of people don't understand, but he beat Dan Hooker. And Michael Chandler got the title fight because of Dan Hooker. And Jason beat Dan Hooker a minute ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did, man.
Okay. All right. Tom Shaw is one of our guys that comes all the time, and he really wants to fight this guy.
He Jim really don't like him.
He don't like Jim. I got to know about Jim. When's Jim fighting again?
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air. Jim is so active. He's been doing a bunch of super fights in BJJ.
Yep, I saw that.
Possibility going back to MMA. Possibility bare knuckle MMA. But you never know with Jim. He's always wanting to fight. I'm not sure what he's going to do next.
Yeah, and Jason mentioned him in that tournament. He was like, me and Jim will fight each other in the championship. I mean, he planned it out right there, and I'm like, matchmakers, Jason just set the whole damn thing up for us right there that day. I was like, shit.
It would be a hell of a fight if they put on Fight of the Night in the UFC. Yeah,
we've been pushing for a while. It just, the logistics haven't come to fruition.
Yeah, I got you. Because I'm going to go back to Jason for a second. When Palomino was saying nobody wants to fight me, I said, pay Jason Knight. I guarantee he'll fight you. I sent him that message.
We can call Jason up, and he's probably 162 right
he's
now.
Ready to go right now.
But no, I'm saying he's like 162. If you call Palomino up right now, he's probably 180.
Oh, yeah.
His true weight class is 45. he fights at 50 sometimes, but I mean, really, he can eat a cheeseburger and still and still be 165. You know what I mean?
That's a lucky guy right there. Some people eat a cheeseburger and go up to 285.
I hate people like that, man. I eat a cheeseburger and my titties swing for weeks. Yeah,
I've been working out. I had to get rid of those titties. You know, I didn't want to have no more titties. You know, that's what I said too.
I got something right here in these eyeballs.
You're right.
All right, JJ Stevens. JJ Stevens.
Yeah, he's another one that I met in tryouts up in Birmingham. You know, he looked really good on the pads, good cardio, good crisp striking, tough as hell. We're looking at him probably fighting this summer. I think actually almost everybody on our roster is probably fighting in the next 3-4 months.
You know that I'm gonna give you props on that. If you look, I mean, you got everybody. That's what y'all are supposed to do, get fights, and you're getting your guys fights left and right. And that's amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, it comes from them being quality fighters. You know, it's not like where you have to beg to get them on because they're BKFC, you know, or MMA. You know, everybody thinks that we only do BKFC, but you know, that's a huge part of it.
I want to ask you, I know you do BKFC, but you know all these other ones are popping up. If your guys can't get on there, would you put them on another promotion?
It's a possibility. You know, I'm pretty big on loyalty, and Vince is the same way. And I don't feel like I can help build up an organization in the sport if I'm having my fighters participate in their competition.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. That's a good answer. I was curious. That's a good answer there. Politically correct, man.
No, we're BKFC. We're here to help this promotion grow and help our fighters grow with this promotion. You know, we want to stay loyal to the people that have been loyal to us.
No,
nice,
I got you.
Good working relationship makes it easier.
We have a great relationship with BKFC. Vince and I talk to Nate all the time. You know, Feldman's never been anything but super cool to me. Everybody at BKFC, you know, so Elvin fought on BKFC 3, so we've been here almost the whole time. And so we watched it grow, you know, from the smaller shows that it was back then to what it's becoming now. And as soon as COVID opens up, you know, we're going to be up there filling 15,000 fans just like the UFC. You know, and I just love being a part of it. You know, it's just what David's done is just awesome, you know.
Yeah, it's a good organization. I mean, the Birmingham fights they were quick, fast, and amazing, to be honest. Okay, Joe Peg.
Yeah, Joe Peg's tough as hell. You know, he puts on some fights. You know, he beat Adam Pellerano. You know, and I think he has the potential to get better. Is the thing. You know, it's just not who he is, and that's all he's going to be. He's still getting better. You know, and he's one that we've talked about that we definitely want to get down the train with Elvin. You know, it's when we think about signing somebody, you know, we have our vets in the sport. You know, we got Elvin, we got Quentin, we got Arnold, you know, we got Mark. So we talk to them if we're not absolutely sure about bringing a fighter in. And Elvin had some pretty strong opinions about Joe, and he wants to get him down there and train with him.
That's always good then. That's a good thing if he wants to train with you. That's a good thing.
If our vets don't like them, man, we're not going to sign them because we're more like a family here. You know what I mean? Our vets have to sign off on it before we sign anyone.
But hey, that's good then. That's good then. Okay, I can't pronounce her name. I've tried. I looked at this all day. Oh, is it
Courtney Cameron?
So it's just Courtney. Okay. That's just a weird Courtney. I was like, I didn't want to say Courtney, and everybody called me stupid on the air or something. Okay.
That is Courtney. I've never seen it spelled like that.
We love you, Court.
That's fucking awesome.
We have a few fighters that are still amateurs that we're grooming and bringing along, and she's one of them. Courtney's probably looking at doing an MMA fight. She's still an amateur. I was talking to Christian at Empire down in Biloxi earlier today about getting her an MMA fight June 26th.
Oh, that's good then, man. That's smart. See, a lot of people just throw them out to the wolves, but you're like, we're grooming them. That's if I'm a fighter, that's something good to hear. I mean, right there.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing that's really big, you know, that I look at is bringing these guys along. I think a lot of people don't understand the role of a manager is to guide a career, not to just book fights. You know, and I think a big advantage that we have is that I actually own an MMA gym, and I'm sitting in it right now, and coach fighters. and I know what I'm looking at when I go to tryouts. You know, I've heard about scouts, and I'm like, yeah, you're an amateur fighter, and you're like 1 in 3. How are you scouting fighters? You know, that's what you're looking at, and you got to see potential, and you got to get them there. You know, you just don't send them into the ring where they get annihilated in 20 seconds.
All right, guys, this guy right here, I followed him since he was in high school because I'm a big Alabama fan, man. And I had a tear in my eye in Birmingham the other night.
Yeah,
Marcel Stamps.
I almost fell out of my chair when that happened. I was so upset. I've been watching Marcel fight since he started. He's fought down here at Island Fights in Pensacola a whole bunch of times, and I've always been impressed with him. You know, this is not just his skill, you know, but the background, you know, linebacker at University of Alabama, and get that work ethic instilled in him.
2-star high school, too. 2-star high school going to Alabama. It was a small high school, and he got a scholarship. That meant something.
And he's just scary as hell. You know, you look at him. I remember talking to him the first time I really had a conversation with him. I think it was at BKFC 5. And I just remember looking at him the whole night, and he was saying, I'm going to come down to your gym and train with you. And I was like, oh, shit.
Hey,
Marcel's awesome. I love Marcel.
He's man. You know, and you know, he's someone we're happy to have on board. I picture him as like the John Jones of BKFC. Really, he's got those long arms. He jousts that jab out there. He had an unfortunate L this last event. You know, people. I heard a lot of stuff. People saying that he quit, that he gave up, or whatever. I was in the training room with him, with the doctor. He had a level 4 AC separation, and I think the picks or whatever. But you know, Marcel's not just going to give up like that. I mean, fuck, he fought Joey Beltran. You know what I mean? He gave Joey all he wanted, broke his hands. So you know, Marcel is he'll be back soon, man. He'll be back soon. He's coming for that strap.
All right, man. I got Godbeer, Mark Godbeer, man. I've been chatting with him on social media and stuff. I'm a huge Godbeer guy, and I'm just curious what we got. I know he's got something coming big because I mean he even said I got something coming big, but he seems like he's training. He said I'm gonna get down to about 245, 250. So he's pretty serious, I think.
Yeah, he's a vet. He's a pro. You know, Mark is awesome. You know, we tried so hard to get him over here. We went through this whole ordeal in the middle of COVID where he had to go to Abu Dhabi, or where the hell did he go?
Dubai. He was
Dubai.
In Dubai. Yeah.
You know, and then we finally got him here. He was in Atlanta, then he was in Vegas, and then we're like 2 weeks out from the fight, and he gets COVID. You know, and he was really sick. We almost had to get on a plane to go to Vegas to get him to the hospital because he was refusing to go. Luckily, Vince's wife and my girlfriend are both nurses, so we put it on speakerphone and let them talk to him some, and he finally agreed to go to the hospital, which was a good thing because he was very sick.
We're about to call you.
There is no question that he was trying to get out of that fight. This dude was really sick. It made him a believer in COVID.
And also, I don't like how, I mean, like about the Mick Terrell thing, a lot of people disrespected him a lot. I didn't really like that because, I mean, the COVID, I mean, it's still not opened up in England yet. It's a few, like next week or something like that, the next couple of weeks. I mean, I don't see how he could have got over here for that. I didn't like how they were doing that.
No, you know, and I saw a comment where Mitch said somewhere that he's like, yeah, you know, I don't think either one of us could have got over there. You know, I think Mitch was doubting he could even have got here. You know, you got to go quarantine for 2 weeks before you come in the country from the UK. And for one, it's expensive, you know, and it's really hard to coordinate all those logistics, you know, but
yeah. And you got to do it on the way back too, going and coming, right? That's almost a month of your time spent sitting in a room.
Yeah. And Mark has 4 daughters, you know.
I mean, he's opening it up though. 5 or 6 fights in a row be canceled. He was supposed to fight Joey Beltran twice. I think he's supposed to fight Sam Shoemaker twice.
LeVar.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a bunch. Yeah,
he had a bunch, man. He's had a string of bad luck, and it's not. You know, listen, I'm here to tell you, Mark Godbeer will fight anyone and everyone. As long as the money's right, as long as the conditions right, he's not backing down from anyone. And for someone to say that is just crazy to me. I mean, you don't know Mark Godbeer if you think that he's backing out of a fight. That just doesn't happen. He's
the UFC.
Whoever, whenever. I mean, he'll fight your mom. You know, Mark. Not really. No. I'm not saying. I don't.
The money's right. My
money's right.
My mom's pretty mean. I'm not paying.
My mom got a nasty right hook. You never know.
No, Mark has something big coming up, man. We're excited about it. So he's back in the gym. He's training, and we're excited. He should be back stateside in the next couple months.
Yeah, you post a picture of a scale. That's business time right there.
Right.
Yeah, he's working hard. Yeah, I was talking to him earlier today. It's a big announcement. I wish I could say it. We're so close to the contract. I keep asking every day. It's a big one. Everybody's going to love it.
He said it's the biggest fight of his life. That's what he said.
Potentially.
I can't wait to see it.
Potentially.
That's pretty big when you've been in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. I was like, damn, it's pretty big, man. You've been in the UFC and it's bigger than that. What the fuck is this? That's what I was like. I can't say nothing.
Biggest promotions in the world, man. He's fought for UFC, Bellator. He's fought for BKB. He's Valor. Some big promotions in the UK. Bama, BA,
MMA or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mark's a vet. He knows what's going on, man. And like I said, Mark has his quirks, as does everyone, but Mark's definitely not backing down from anyone.
I mean, he fought. Correct me if I'm wrong. He fought in one of those pit fights too, didn't he?
Oh, he's Valor's champion, dude.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
you ever seen that? Hey, look that up, Jay.
He fought 2 fights in one night. He fought Jack first, and then he fought King Mo.
That's some damn gladiator shit.
Hey, it kind of reminded me of that Van Damme movie, the way they wear the pants and stuff. Are you talking about that fight where he had the pants? It reminded me of that Lionheart, like they get in the pit. And I was watching that today because I was sitting there, I was going, I've never seen nothing like there. No rings. They're just, he knocked him out of the thing. The guy come back. And I was like, damn.
That's crazy. I was talking to my girlfriend earlier today, and I guess somehow she missed this. She's like, well, maybe you told me back when you first started talking to Mark. But I didn't realize he fought 2 guys in one night. He's like, she said everybody else, they trained for months to fight one person. And he fought 2 heavyweight fighters in one night. It's like, yeah. And then I showed her the video, and she just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Jay, you can say this name because this is the weirdest name I've ever seen in my life.
Mubia Abu
Dayali.
Dayali. Okay.
So his nickname is the Red Scorpion. So another guy that I met in tryouts in Birmingham, and he's physically impressive. He's a big dude, scary looking. Was hitting hard, hitting good combos, just looked great. And then when I started talking to him, and he told me his nickname was the Red Scorpion, I was like, that's awesome.
And he fought Brian Maxwell in Brian's very first professional fight too.
And he was also featured on ESPN for a knockout on SportsCenter. He was in an MMA fight and he got dropped, like flash knocked out, got up and knocked the dude out.
Jesus.
That's cool there. Hey, if ESPN puts any MMA on there, you're doing something. That's positive.
Yeah. Unless you're an East Coast fighter.
Yeah, I guess.
East Coast.
I got you. All right. We got Quentin Henry right here. He got a fight coming up. I've been asking. I've seen he's been called out by Zion. He's been called out by everybody. He's got to have a fight coming up.
Yeah, next few months. We've been talking about somebody for a while. Again, it just kills me when we can't say it. Because
oh yeah, I know you'll get. Yeah, I got you. But there is something that works out.
Once that dotted line is signed, though.
Yeah, and the reason why is people say all the time that you should pick a profession that you love, and I absolutely fucking love fighting, and I love bare knuckle, and we make these matchups, but more than anything, I cannot wait to see some of these fights, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Quentin's next fight.
I mean, just like as a fan too. I mean, yeah, you want your guy to win, but as a fan of the sport, some of these fights that get lined up are just fucking exciting
too, man. It's exciting. He has the fucking mullet. He has the Macho Man Randy Savage shit going on. He's He's ripped. He's built like that.
What?
He's, he's the man, dude. So
he walked past us. We were out in front in Birmingham. We were out in front, and he walked down through from the parking garage, and I was like, "Holy shit, he is fucking huge."
But the funny thing about Quentin is he looks scary like that, but one of the most awesome, genuine Southern gentlemen that you can ever meet. And it's the same with every one of his friends over there that I've met. Ryan Jones, awesome. Casey, Josh, all of these dudes over there are so awesome. And I was telling Quentin's mom that one day because we talked to her a good bit. And she said, "You're damn right they are. And if they ever aren't, you let me know and I'll smack the shit out of them."
That old Southern mama love.
Yeah.
No, but when I saw him, you can ask Jake. I said, "Jake, that is the only person here I would not say a word to. He might not fight at heavyweight, but he would. I'm telling you, he was the biggest dude in the whole arena. He looked like he could have been a superhero, Captain America that night. I was like, what the fuck?
He is. No, he can be. He is.
He's also a brown belt in BJJ.
Yep, I see that on
terrifying.
social media. God dang it! If he got me down on the ground,
that's terrifying.
It just gives me okay. That's not all right. I think this guy right here. I loved his walkout. I recorded it. It made my country heart sing right here. Ryan Jones. I felt like he had a bad break in that fight too. I really do feel like he had a bad break. But what about Ryan?
Ryan's awesome. As soon as I had heard that he was fighting and I knew he was coming from Quentin, I started thinking about him. But Quentin didn't really say anything about him. And people started asking me, "Hey, you're going to sign Ryan?" I was like, I don't even know who the dude is. And then within 5 minutes of meeting Ryan, I loved him. The dude is so cool. And just the reaction of when I threw him that shirt when he won in Biloxi, how excited he was to get that shirt and put it on. It was just awesome. He's so cool, always happy, just respectful to everybody. He's just awesome. That fight, I could go on all night about that fight and everything that happened that night. But, he got cut, and that's all it takes. And Bare Knuckle was one punch, and that was the only punch that landed. And the dude was running from him the rest of the fight, and then the whole unfortunate thing, where they didn't get a chance to really stop the cut,
Yeah, I wish they would have been able to work on it a little bit more. It was pretty much the first punch that Washington threw that landed that cut Ryan, and Ryan was dominating the rest of the fight. And it's unfortunate, and there were some other mishaps, the first round went like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something crazy.
Yeah, 2:20.
Yeah. You're going to see a lot more from Ryan Jones pretty soon. He's not going anywhere. He caught an unfortunate cut. But you'll see a lot more of him soon. You'll see what Ryan's really about. And like Scott said, Quentin is his main training partner, his coach, Quentin's dad, Mr. Joe. They really believe in Ryan, and we do too. And Ryan's gonna show what he's about in his next fight.
Yeah, he's gonna travel around a little bit. He has to come and train with me some, and we're gonna try to get him down to Elvin.
His walkout song was sick. I'm just straight up saying. I was like ready to go. When I heard that
toe the line in that song. I never heard it before, but it actually said "knuckle up" and "toe the line" in that song.
Where are you finding that? I could never find. Who sings that song? I cannot find that song since I heard it. That's what I was wondering.
I'm watching Ryan. Share the song, bro.
The other cool thing about Ryan is he was a corpsman in the Navy. And it's just like I was talking about, it's just like when I meet people and we start talking about signing them, it's not just, I saw this dude fight and it looked pretty good. It's like things like that. He's a veteran. He was a corpsman in the Navy, which anybody will tell you that corpsmen in the Navy are some of the best Marines, because they go work with the Marines and take care of them.
Yeah, he was a man.
Yeah, he's just another just awesome, genuine dude.
He can bow an axe too. I saw it. He can bow an axe too. I saw the video. So.
Yeah.
All right.
He needs to work on his core strength apparently.
What do we got? What is it? A Tawani? What is
Tari and Bogus?
They're bogus. I knew the bogus part. The Tawani. Okay. Is that
Tareen?
Tareen.
Yeah, Tori. We call him
Tori. It's easier. Tori. Yeah, he's 16-7 MMA. He's got some boxing matches. He's got boxing matches coming up. Hits hard. Dude's tough. He's a veteran.
What about Tony? I've been seeing Tony on social media training like
That's
crazy.
my guy. Loco.
Jake's guy. Jake get it off down in Birmingham.
Tony Soto is a future KFC superstar.
He's our secret weapon.
Tony's
power bomb.
Yeah, Tony's awesome. He's
a corrections officer, right? He's a CO.
He's a CO. Yeah.
And that dude never stops.
I think I spent an hour talking to him at Birmingham. He was the coolest dude.
Tony is the reason why I turn my ringer off at night now. Tony messages me or calls me every few minutes all day long, and that dude never stops training. Almost every time he messages me, he's on the treadmill running.
Hey, Jake, share that. Brian Maxwell's in the chat. We got him in a minute coming up. He said he'll fight Ryan when he comes back from Ocho.
After he beats Ochocinco?
Yeah, he said he'll fight Ryan. There you go, Ryan.
All right, Red Rims. Be careful. We're 8-5.
No, I got you. All right. Travis Will.
Travis View.
Oh, that's
I'll keep it going.
Yeah, Travis, he's a veteran, Bellator, UFC, has 100 pro fights.
Jesus Christ.
I have not been able to get Travis a fight for months. The thing is a lot of people just don't want to fight him. He's tough. He's dangerous. He possibly has a matchup coming up this summer.
That's 100 pro fights? That's that's insane.
That's a lot.
That makes Cerrone look like a rookie.
Yeah, and the dude's huge and scary looking. Looks like a Viking. He's kind of
holy shit.
Kind of looks like Brock Lesnar a little bit. Dude's big, scary, but super humble.
Okay. Oh shit! I know who you're talking about now. I was having a brain fart.
Yeah, Travis is awesome.
All right, we'll get it going up. What about Tyler Samus Tyler Samus?
All right, Tyler Samus. Tyler Samus and Tamir Johnson are guys that I train in my gym. They're both still amateur. How Mississippi is. They'll let pretty much anything go on. Tyler is still only 17 years old, and he has 3 MMA fights in Mississippi.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's 18.
He will be 18 June 21st. And then we're looking at having him fight over here at Island Fights in Pensacola, July 17th, possibly.
I got you. Okay.
That's just a regional MMA or?
So yeah, it's a regional. It's owned by Dean Toole, but Dean has put so many people in the UFC out of Island Fights. It's amazing.
That's a very good organization.
Yeah, Island Fights is a very good organization. I either have somebody fighting there or I judge, and I try to be at every event. Everybody that works at that event is just super cool. Dean is somebody that a lot of people probably haven't heard of if they're just, kind of casual fans. But Dean Toole is tied into every combat sport there is, and he makes careers happen for people. Dean is an awesome dude.
Yeah, I got you. We went down your list. Is there any? I know y'all been out here a minute. Is there anything else y'all got? Any cool stuff going on with y'all's organization or anything? Shout out, sponsors, any crazy stuff?
I always like to give a shout out to Scallywag Tactical. They make some of the most badass knives there are. Actually, just had a seminar all weekend, learning how to use some of their knives they sell in my gym, which is all geared towards special ops dudes, contractors. They've been Elvin's sponsor for a couple of years now and takes really good care of us. Craig that owns Scallywag's just an awesome dude. We have a lot of full-time sponsors. Sponsors pop up per event, per a fighter, but Scallywag is a lifelong sponsor and a really good friend.
Yeah, that's great. And hey, I was going to tell y'all, man, thanks for coming on because like I was telling Jake, when you get good management companies, you need to let them come on because, if you look at your list, you have a army of badasses. Y'all got a good company going.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We don't do a lot of things, man, because we don't, it gets kind of in this this space where people like to, poke their chest out and, do certain things. We're not all about that, man. We're here to do our job, do right by our fighters, and bring great fights. We're not into all the drama.
Hey, I was going to tell y'all, I'm going to start getting some of y'all's fighters on coming up because, I mean, I'm a fan of all of them and stuff. And, I mean, I'm going to be down. I don't know if Jake is, but I'm going to be down in Miami because I'm going to the next one too. So maybe if they're down there, we're going to do some stuff down there too.
Absolutely, bro. Anytime you meet any of our guys, just let us know.
I'll tell you. I'm a fan, and I usually don't get autographs. I always let the fighters do crazy shit. But I might let Quentin tackle me or something, but I would never let him punch me. I let this one guy punch me in the gut, but Quentin, I feel like he would Mortal Kombat. I feel like he'd go through my stomach and rip my heart out and say, that's
a fatality.
Mortal Kombat. But no, man, thanks for coming on, guys, for sure.
Hey, no problem.
Man, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get all the tough questions and all the trolls that the other night. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. Well, you can't. I'm just gonna tell you can't because sometimes the trolls they can't be the troll sometimes. And
we don't give it to them.
I mean, this guy's the biggest troll right here.
There he goes.
Oh no, he's been in the chat for a minute. Hey, he got signed to a UFC 10-fight contract in that chat I seen earlier, so I'm pretty excited for that guy.
I feel like that's Patrol Man, probably. This Billy McGee guy. It's probably
he's pretty good. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's a rookie deal right there.
Man, that's good.
Yeah,
Billy. So you'll have to look at the chat. He's been in the chat the whole time. Hey, if y'all want some entertaining stuff in just a little bit, it's a been agreed on. We're gonna have a really good interview, Jerry.
It's gonna go from a podcast to Jerry Springer.
My dream.
Oh God. Hashtag Susans.
Susan, baby. But thank y'all guys for coming on. I'm sorry it takes so long tonight.
Yeah, go ahead, man. We'll hang out and watch Brian too. So
all right, man. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
I'll see y'all
later.
Jay, man, that was crazy, man. If you look, I mean, they could start an army with their team, and just go kill every city like Vikings, show up with 20 people and say, I'm going to take over your town. But yeah, I'm going to get Brian. I don't know if he's in the chat yet. I'm going to tell him to get back in the chat. Are we ready?
We're going to get him on.
I'm hitting him up right now.
That card though that he's on, I mean, obviously people are going to buy it for the Mayweather Paul thing, but I think up and down, top to bottom, it's going to be pretty entertaining.
Oh, I do. It's going to be very good.
I mean,
have you looked at? Then they're still adding fights.
Oh yeah, of course they will for something like this. I mean, I doubt they had as many buys as they said they had, but I mean, they got some good names on there. I don't know if Jarrett Hurd's still fighting, but that's going to be a good one.
No, that's good. Man,
and then Maxwell against Ochocinco.
Ocho, I tell you what.
Javon Johnson. Look, golly, bro, he is 43. Holy fuck.
Hey, he tried out as a kicker last year. Did you know that? He was trying to kick field goals.
I mean, he played for the Bears. It'll be the damn best fucking kicker we've ever had.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got
to be your quarterback.
We got him, Mr. Red Rams.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, bro?
Dude, man, I'm going to give you credit, man. You literally are going to get to punch one of my favorite football players of all time. Just straight up right off the bat, I'm going to say it to you.
You had to knock him out.
He's one of my favorite football players of all time, man. It's like he's literally my idol. It's a man that I've molded my whole life out of, and I've followed his career since literally day one.
And well, for people that don't know, Brian Maxwell is fighting Chad Johnson, Ochocinco, Bengals receiver. But how did this all come about? It kind of seemed, I don't want to say spur of the moment, but it just popped up fuck yeah.
I mean, it's still crazy to me till this moment. I don't even know how my name got brought into the conversation or nothing. I don't even know how my name even got floated around about fighting him, but it's just crazy. But we're here now and we're preparing for it. We got 2.5 weeks left until it's fight time, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be fun and exciting, and I'm going to be showing off some a different me, as we can say.
All right.
Are you going to have Ocho always had them dances, talk to the cheerleaders. You got a knockout dance. If you knock him out, you've got to, in honor him, you've got to do a dance. You got to have a knockout dance. Have you thought about it?
Oh yeah, I've thought about it plenty. I got something planned if that case, in the case that I do knock him out. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel if I knock him out. I just don't know what I'm going to do if and when I knock him out. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to be in the moment regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see what happens, because
out of respect for him, you have to, because you know good and well, which is not going to happen. If he took you down, he would be doing some kind of crazy ass dance. He's probably got a choreograph guy right now saying, you know how he is. I mean, his end zone dances were the best ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. They sure were.
You gonna bring out the gold jacket and put it on like he did?
I mean, wait till you see what I'm wearing. So if you're talking about gold, wait till you see what I'm wearing. So the gold is already gonna be there. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
the gold's already gonna be there.
You know what? I've been watching all your interviews, so I'm going to be a little different. Everybody's asked you all stuff, but you know what you needed to be doing? You need to bump into Jake Paul and just look at him and say, "Fuck you," just straight up. Jake Paul's going to be there. Then take his hat. That's what you do. You see him or Logan, they have a hat on, or just pull a piece. I took your hair. Whatever you got to do.
He'll be in the green room. He's gonna be in the green room back there.
Well, he's banned. He's banned from the event. I forgot about that. He's banned.
He's gonna be banned, dude.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if something happens, something happens. But that I'm not there for that. I'm there to fight Chad Johnson and do what I got to do, and that's fight. And anything extra that happens in the midst, before the fight or after the fight, it's gonna be fireworks regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So. I plan on having a good time. Like, it's gonna be super entertaining, man. Like, this is just still crazy to me, even to this moment. Like I said, man. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it.
Because I saw on another show where you were at work and you just got pissed off. You were so ready to go, you got pissed off at work one day, right?
Yeah.
You know what you did?
like everybody. I already know, like, everybody that's around me, like at work or at the gym, is tired of my shit right now, because I've literally been in fight camp for 10 weeks, and I'm ready to bite somebody's head off. I'm ready to take someone's head off. I'm in fight mode. I'm definitely in fight shape. As of today, I only got 3 pounds left to cut, but I'm going to gain some weight tonight, because I don't need to be this on fight weight just yet with 2.5 weeks to go. But I'm ready to go regardless. If the fight was this weekend, I'm ready for it. You feel what I'm saying?
What's it going to be like sharing a card with Floyd Mayweather, man? I mean, not a lot of people get to do that. I mean, what's that going to be like?
Man, it's crazy. Like it. I'm not going to say it's a dream come true. It's a big, super blessing. That's what I'm going to say. It's a huge ass blessing. I'm very thankful for it. I've counted my blessings every day, and it's amazing. Like, I can't wait, and I can't wait to meet Floyd and all the people around him, and I can't wait to see his fight. Like, my fight and his fight are the two most talked about fights on the whole fight card. Like there's a title fight before his fight, and I haven't seen nobody talking about it. Everybody's talking about me and Chad and Floyd and the Paul brother. Like, that is all everyone's talking about.
Your fight, and then a fight against with a billionaire.
Yeah, like,
I mean, Floyd's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah,
no, he's broker in hell, probably, dude. That's why
Floyd is a fucking billionaire, dude. I'm not. He's a fucking billionaire.
He's broke. He goes broke. He spends $100 million a year. He's got to make another $100 million, man. He's probably paycheck to paycheck.
He's a damn billionaire.
Yeah. Floyd is a billionaire. Like his net worth is billionaire status.
1.3 billion.
Lord have mercy.
1.3 billion.
Hey, hopefully, if I knock Chad off, he'll hook a brother up with some of the millions. You feel what I'm saying?
Forbes said he's earned $1 billion just in prize money alone over his career.
Man.
That's fucking nuts. Holy fuck.
Imagine what he's got. Like, imagine how much he's gotten from sponsors and the fighters that he manages and shit like that, and people just giving him money just to give him money because of who he is. Like he's definitely a billionaire for sure.
I mean, his fight is intriguing because I hate to say it, I'm gonna watch the card because I'm just intrigued by it. I don't know why. It's weird. Like I like to watch fighting, but I'm really intrigued by the fight for some reason.
I hated it at first. I hated this Disney Channel YouTube star shit. And now, like, I'm intrigued, honestly. And, like, after watching a couple of both of them, their videos and fights, and they're not the best, obviously, but they're not bad fighters, really.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's just, everybody feels that, they're YouTubers. They don't belong. Right. But these guys are actually athletic, man. They were, wrestlers. Yeah, they wrestled, and I think they done pretty well in wrestling. And they're
I would fight anyone for the amount of money they get paid. I'll go in there. I don't give a fuck. There's not one person that wouldn't go in there for that amount of money.
Exactly.
And if you're a liar.
Exactly. And they get paid by YouTube and whatever other social medias. They
still get that Disney kickback. I guarantee they still get that Disney kickback too. I guarantee.
If they got a good manager, a good lawyer, they're making residuals. They probably got a finger in damn Disney Plus somehow. Those brothers are not stupid.
Yeah, they're not stupid at all. They're smart businnesmen.
Those are good businessmen. They play into the image, but they're smart.
I think that's why Floyd is fighting one of them. It's a win-win situation for everybody. Even though a lot of people are clowning the fight, Floyd's fighting a YouTuber's fighting Floyd. It's smart business. It's what the world likes right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're bringing in Floyd fans and they're bringing in YouTuber fans. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're gonna get the young and the old.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a win-win situation for everyone, and everybody's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Are you going back in bare knuckle after the fight? Or are you gonna get back into bare knuckle?
Of course, but I got something to say about that. But I gotta wait till after this Chad Johnson fight's over. So hopefully I get to announce some news after that. So
guys, I've been seeing people call you out all the time now. You're trending big time. Like are you go on Twitter? It's on Twitter too, man. I was like, dude, and you know what? When you knock him out, guess where you're going to be? ESPN, NFL Network. All them shows are going to show it.
Yes,
everyone
sir.
Man.
You're going to be everywhere.
And it's crazy. I don't even have a Twitter, and people have been telling me I've been trending on Twitter, and I don't even have a Twitter. I don't know nothing. Man. Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, I think at Mr. Red Rims might be available. I don't know. You might have to put 2 D's in there, but you can get it.
I'll check it out, but I've been trending. I didn't know you could trend on Facebook, and I done a podcast a couple of days ago, and they let me know that I was trending on Facebook, and then I got an email. I actually got an email from Facebook Monday that I've been trending for 5 days, and that is fucking nuts.
You come to pay me? Say, Facebook, I need some money now. I'm trending.
Yeah, Zuckerfuck. I know you're watching somehow. We're Facebook Live right now. If I say his name 3 times, he might appear. Zuckerberg. He might be here now. We don't know.
Yeah, he might have just sent you a check for saying that. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's gonna put me in Facebook jail. Jake, you just got put in Facebook jail probably in a minute.
Probably.
Dude, he might have Facebook paid you just now. He sent you some money through Facebook Pay.
I did just get 2 Facebook notifications, but it ain't it.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, when are you going to get down? Are you going to get down there early? I guarantee the media is going to be crazy, man. Is there going to be like a press conference?
Like the media has already been crazy. Like I did, I'm surprised that this is even happening. Like I did an interview with a show on Sirius XM Monday that was fucking nuts. I loved it. Like
you're big
that,
dogging now, man.
And you know, I did an interview same day. I did an interview with Showtime Boxing, and then I did an interview with mymmanews.com, and then I did another podcast. I did like 5 podcasts in one day. Like it's still crazy.
And now you're hanging out with a couple of degenerates. We're glad we could set the bar nice and low.
No, y'all aren't degenerates, man. I make my time available to all media outlets, man. It's part of what I do, and you know, it's a blessing. I like being everywhere. You know, like one of my striking coach, man, he you know, he fucks with me all the time. He's like, "You like this shit, don't you?" I mean, I do like it. You know, I've kind of been in the spotlight a lot throughout my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I wrestled in high school. You know, I was in the spotlight because, you know, I was a state competitor and I was nationally ranked. And, you know, I went to college and, you know, I'd done my thing my freshman and sophomore year in college also. And, you know, I had this, all eyes have been on me for a long time in different aspects. And, you know, even in my amateur MMA career, you know, I won 7 different titles. And, you know, at one point there was a lot of guys in the state of Virginia that wouldn't fight me because, you know, I had so many, those 7 titles, and, you know, I couldn't get fights for at least a year. Like my transition into going pro from the amateurs, like for a whole year, I could not get an amateur fight. Like I could have had, before I made the transition, I could have had at least 6 or 7 more amateur fights, but, you know, guys would back out or guys wouldn't accept the fights, you feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, after I made the transition to pro, you know, I had a rocky start, and then I got on the money, and, you know, my name started ringing bells, and, you know, people had their eyes on me again. Like literally right before I signed with Bare Knuckle, I had a decision to make because, you know, Professional Fighter League was also looking at me to come join their roster, and, you know, my heart was with Bare Knuckle, so I went with Bare Knuckle. So, you know, it's all been a blessing so far. And, you know, with this Chad fight, I'm you know, I've got a little bit of a star power with Bare Knuckle, you know, just because I do Bare Knuckle, and, you know, the people in the state of Virginia, and I've gotten fans all over the place from that, and I thank them for the support and being fans. But with this Chad fight, man, like this is fucking nuts. As Tupac's song would say, all eyes on me. And it's been all eyes on me for the past 7 days. Well, 6 days now. It'll be 7 days tomorrow. Like, man, it's been surreal, man. It's a true blessing.
Will there be a press conference?
Yeah, there's going to be a press conference.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Are you wearing an 85 jersey to the conference?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. My fanboy has went out the window the second that I signed my contract. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you gotta troll him. I got an Achilles Smith Bengals jersey you could rock.
Hey, because that press conference gonna be sick, man. Because you know that I'm gonna look forward to that. That's gotta be cool.
Cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And you know, I think I'm going to end up flying. I think they're flying me down on a Thursday, because the fight's on a Sunday, and I think we're flying down on a Thursday, but maybe a Friday. But you know, whatever day they're flying me down, I'm still going to be training. Whatever day that they fly me down, I'm going to finish up some last minute preparations, and you know, whatever weight I got left to cut, I'm going to handle that, and then you know. It's game time, you feel what I'm saying? It's like I said, you know, it's a true blessing. I can't wait. I'm ready to go, like literally right now. Like I said before, I know everybody is tired of my shit.
Oh, no, dude, man, you know why they're tired of it? Because they're jealous of you, if that's true, man. Because you got to think, man, what you're doing, not every day you get to fight your idol. Not every day you get to fight on a Floyd Mayweather card. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, everybody should be letting you get your shit, man, because, you know, everybody deserves their own shits. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I mean, look at my life. I mean, I ain't doing a press conference. I'm gonna go hang out and get yelled at in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody.
Hey, don't we all? But you know, like I said, you know, it's a true blessing. Of course, I've had some haters. You know, of course that comes with the territory, and you know, I appreciate a lot of my BKFC fan, man. They've been showing a lot of love, but also I've had some haters through the BKFC roster, and you know what? You know, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, they gave me an opportunity and I took it. Anybody, all the people that's hating on this opportunity are the same people that would take the opportunity too. Why would I pass it up and regret it later? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I get you, man. I mean, when I saw it, I seen you were posting on Facebook, big news coming, and I was like, is it Bare Knuckle? And then when you said, I was like, Ocho, wait, is it a new guy? Ochocinco? I mean, that's big, man. When you go change him back to Chad Johnson, you go beat him till he's Chad Johnson, aren't you? He's never gonna call himself Ocho anymore.
Hey, honestly, for real, I feel, you know, everybody that's on my side, you know, knows that I'm going to put on a show and beat Chad. But I feel like I'm the underdog coming into this fight just because, one, he's great friends with Floyd, and two, you know, he's from Miami. So, you know, everybody, you know, he's the hometown guy. And, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to keep this in my head until I get my hand raised for beating him, that I came in as the underdog. I am the underdog. I love being an underdog. Being the underdog has helped me since the day one of me starting playing sports. You feel what I'm saying? Because I wasn't always this size. I was always, when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I was always a smaller guy. But I've always been super athletic. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, I never really got bullied or picked on or anything. You know, I got called big ears or whatever, but, you know, I had big ears as a kid. I didn't find that as being bullied or picked on. You know, I took it in stride, and, you know, I got called Urkel and shit like that. But, you know, that was all fun and games to me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the kind of person that enjoys every moment of life. No regrets, you know, good or bad. You feel what I'm saying? And
now you're Stefan. Now you switched to Stefan. I used to watch that show, guys. That was my favorite show. I know that show like crazy now, man.
Hey, I still watch Family Matters, man. Like, that's my shit. 2 weeks ago. And I'm actually friends with Jaleel White on Instagram, and he's like several of my posts that I've put on Instagram since this fight came out. So that's an honor in its own. But, you know, I was never a big kid. You know, I didn't get big until I started doing my college workouts going into my freshman year to wrestle in college. I was always the small kid that was just ripped up and just super athletic. And, you know, I didn't gain weight until, like I said, my freshman year in college. I went from walking around and being a 150 pound kid to a 170, 180 pound kid. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, when you beat him, some of his buddies that are celebrities are going to call you out, and you might just trickled into like the biggest money making machine you've ever been in. Because on Twitter, I can't remember if it was a fake account. They were like, he takes care of some, like, I don't know who it was, but I thought it was Julio Jones. And I'm a big Julio Jones fan. I was like, there's no way that was Julio. It had to have been a fake account. But, man, if you get people like that calling you out afterwards, all you got to do is say, show me the motherfucking money. I'll fight everybody. Come on out here.
Exactly. And, you know, like I said, this is a big opportunity. And, you know, win, lose, or draw, it's going to create more opportunities because – you know, like I said, you know, it's a great opportunity. It's a win-win situation for everybody involved. It's a win-win situation for me. It's a win-win situation for Chad. It's a win-win situation for Floyd. It's a win-win situation for Bare Knuckle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
but, you know, like, you know, after I beat Chad, any smoke that comes afterward, it's game time. Show me the money. And actually, I'm not even worried about the money, honestly, for real. I love to fight. I'm a competitor. I've been competitive my whole life. I like to compete. You feel what I'm saying?
I'll get those guys on Twitter. They're all in them group on the things, and I'll be like, well, when he knocks Chad out, you going to step in there with him and defend Chad's honor on the NFL? I'll get them going because you would be shocked. These guys that are retired now, they're really petty. Like, and they love the spotlight, and they're not in the spotlight anymore, and they want to get back in the spotlight.
I know that, man, like, this is crazy. Like, my favorite corner of all time, Pac-Man Jones, he's mad at me, too. I heard he's been talking shit,
he wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you. He was in the chat. I was going to tell you.
Hey man, you ought to send me some
Pac-Man.
Hey man, you ought to send me some screenshots of that shit because Pac-Man, Chad even called me last week because me and Chad we've texted each other and talked on the phone several times, and he's like, man, one day when he called me, he's like, man, you got Pac-Man Jones mad at me, and I'm like, what? Pac-Man Jones? What the fuck he mad for? And I was like,
down.
Were they? Did they play? They were on the Bengals together, right, for a little bit, or no?
They played 1 year together.
Okay.
And it was the last year that Chad played for the Bengals. Is the year that Pac-Man came in from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And they played 1 year together. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, Pac-Man Jones is mad at me. Like, that's my favoriteest corner of all time. Him and D'Angelo Hall are my favorite corners of all time.
D'Angelo.
Yes.
You're going down the list. Yeah. Everybody that you like, you're just going to whoop their ass. Not many people get to do it.
Hey, Pac-Man can fight though.
Tom Brady, Pac-Man, I'm calling you out.
Pac-Man can fight.
Pac-Man, he's a street guy, you feel what I'm saying? So, he can scrap, but, if he wants to smoke, it can happen, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not going to keep fighting all these celebrities. I wanted to stick to my roots and fight, bare knuckle and MMA, but, hey, if the opportunity comes and the money's right, I'll compete, but, I like to compete, like I said, so when the smoke comes, and we'll talk about it then, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like Pac-Man Jones was on TNA Wrestling. You never know.
I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, I respect you because that's like me saying, Channing Tatum, I'm coming for you right now, motherfucker. I don't get to do that. But you can literally say, Pac-Man Jones, I'm gonna fuck you up, and there's a good chance you might get to. That's amazing, man. You got to think about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Want to give you a thanks for coming on and joining just a couple dudes just trying to shoot the shit. You got anyone you want to shout out?
Hey, I definitely want to shout out to like my biggest sponsor, Fusion CBD Products. I finally sealed a deal with them, and they're blessing me, and I'm glad it finally happened. I had to talk to them though. I had to preach a hell of a proposal. And it's fucking awesome. Hold on, let me get my sponsor paper out real quick.
You got a lot of sponsors now. You're big time now, man. I guarantee he's got a list. It's too much to remember now.
Yeah, I mean, it actually is too much to remember. Like off the top of the dome right now, man. Like it's been crazy. Like within 2 days of this fight being announced, man, the sponsors came in, and I'm very grateful for it. I still have people, hitting me up, man. Like my shirt. My walkout shirt is already filled. And, what I'm doing now is I have banner spots because my banner is going to be pretty a decent size. So I'm taking banner spots, you feel what I'm saying? So, holla at your boy, you feel what I'm saying? I got a lot of people to answer back. Like I've had over 500 plus messages in the past 6 days, man, like on Facebook and,
That's good, man. That's good.
People sharing my post and shit like that. Like I said, man, all eyes on me. And hey, bare knuckle, Lord, not bare knuckle boxing, no sir. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. If anybody is watching, I now am the sole owner of the most shares of any post on the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships page. So y'all remember that.
Oh shit!
Hey,
humble brag.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this to you. All right, so we're competitive like you. But the thing about it is we talk all fighting, not just bare knuckle, but we starting to talk a lot more bare knuckle now. There's this only hands page. I'm not anybody watching. We would love that inside the mind. We just love to get a little vote, guys. Whoever's watching, I mean, if we get a vote, that's the best thing ever happened to us, Jay. We don't even look at me. That's all I want's a vote. I'm a piece of shit, guys. Just give me a vote. Give me a fucking vote. Look, because hey, after you get off here, we're going Jerry Springer in a minute. We got the former accountant of Bare Knuckle Management on.
Oh God, I'm looking forward to that because I've been seeing some slick shit on Facebook all day between a lot of parties involved in that situation, and I'm ready to hear what the fuck is going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you why we got a beef with why I got one. But I made a post a few weeks ago with a bunch of my daughter's dolls, and I said Bare Knuckle management just signed all these girls, and they had boxing gloves on, and I said we signed everything in crayon because it's so fake. I shared it on social media. Paul started sending me threats from fake accounts saying he's going to get me. And I'm like, motherfucker, let's go. So and he threatened me. And Jake's probably taking a shit right this second. Maybe I don't know what's going on. But you can ask Jake. You can ask Jake. I said, Jake. I mean, he don't understand. I'm gonna fucking close his company down. And tonight there might be a good chance of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been seeing some shade thrown all day and some slick shit being said. So I'm ready to hear what the hell's going on. But let me shout these sponsors out real quick.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Shout them out. He's got a list. Watch this, Jake. This is when you know you're good.
Look, man. Look, this is a list. This is a list right here, man. Like, this shit is crazy. But I want to shout out Queen Anne's Revenge. They've been with me since like my 5th amateur fight back in 2012. So they've been rocking. They definitely been my A1 since day ones. You feel what I'm saying? And they hooked a lot of my tattoos up. So I appreciate them for that. I got Dreamland Organics. They're located out in Arizona, and they got a spot in Cali. So for my Cali and Arizona peoples. And my Colorado peoples, hit them up for all your CBD needs on the West Coast. I got my boy Says Oils, he's good with the beard oils and, keeps the beard fresh and tingly and shit like that. Ray's energy drinks, I've been on board with them for about 6 months now, and, they've treated me very well. Smith Mountain Lake Landscaping and Designs, they're actually a company literally on the place where I'm from. They're literally located on the same road as where my parents live at. So that's the true blessing. Wildly Pure, they do body butters and stuff like that, bath bombs. So shout out to them. They're also local to where
I love them. I'm not gonna say it. I like them, guys. I do like bath bombs, man. CBD.
You like what you like. You feel what I'm saying? And if it helps, it helps. You feel me? But they're local to me, and they're from my hometown. I love supporting my local businesses. That's what I really wanted to do with all my sponsors, was local businesses. But when these bigger corporations come in and hit you up, you got to do it. You feel what I'm saying? And you actually got to know your worth. And like I said, all day, every day, I support my local businesses all day. Haley Toyota, they're big corporation. Everybody loves Toyotas. I'm a Honda man myself, but I work at a Toyota dealership, and it's a true blessing that they sponsoring me for this fight. For my Carolina peoples, Carolina CBD Hempire, they're awesome people. So my Carolina peoples in South Carolina and North Carolina, hit them up. They got anything you want. And my apparel company, Team Reaper, y'all definitely, if you want your team Maxwell gear, look up Team Reaper, use code Maxwell10 at checkout for a 10% discount. I got Black and Bold. It's a company located in Atlanta, Georgia. So my little sister owns that. So, I definitely had to bring her on as a sponsor because she's family, and she's definitely one of my riders. And, I got a big sponsor, Moon Juice Cryptocurrency. They're the only cryptocurrency powered by energy drink. So y'all get on the Moon Juice wave. Chuck Norris is actually an investor with them. So y'all definitely check it.
Oh shit! I'm logging in right now. You had me at crypto.
Everybody needs to do it.
But
that's the name. That's the name of the coin, Moon Juice.
Yes, Moon Juice or Mojo. But I don't know. I don't know if Robinhood and those places I'm
not. I got some on Robinhood, but I'm everywhere.
Hell yeah, but it's a big wave fast, and they actually introduced me in a group chat through Instagram to Chuck Norris as one of the investors. So that's fucking awesome in itself. Whoever gets to talk to Chuck Norris without getting kicked in the face, you feel what I'm saying?
I might let Chuck kick me. That'd be awesome to get kicked by Chuck. That kick, his little Walker Texas Ranger. Good God.
Yes, sir. Hey, that was one of my favorite shows as a kid, Walker's Texas Ranger.
I watched it every weekend. Yeah. I love that show.
Yes, sir. And, to one of my biggest sponsors, I got their gear on right now. So hopefully they're watching Fusion CBD Sports. They're doing my walkout outfit for me and my shoes and stuff. And, it's finally a big blessing to work with them now. And, I got a couple other new sponsors, and, after I get some more stuff worked out with them, I actually finalized some stuff with a couple days ago. I just forgot. I actually reminded myself that I got to write them down and shout them out. So,
Add them to the list.
So guys, if y'all are watching, sorry, my bad, man. It's been a lot going on, man. Like I've been busy. Like I've been busy at work. I've been busy with interviews and phone calls from different networks, and I've been grinding super hard in the gym. Also, I tried to not let anything hurt my gym time. I've scheduled everything before my gym time or after my gym time. So, because in previous fight camps, I kind of let that get in my way and do podcasts while I'm at the gym, and it hurt my training time. But right now, I'm so focused and ready to fight. I've got everything scheduled around my gym time. But I'd like to thank you guys for having me on and hitting me up for real.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. Hey, if y'all down to do another show before the fight or a day of the fight while I'm chilling and walking around.
It's booked. You name a time before the fight. It's booked. We booked it. It's booked whenever. Just book it. I loved it. Pre-fight. I want to talk to you after the press conference because, man, I know you're gonna love that, man. That's gonna probably be the coolest.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with it. Just hit me up, man. I'm down for anything, man. Like if anybody, like I said, I'm available to anyone that wants to talk to Brian Maxwell, Mr. Red Rims. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a blessing and it's an honor, and I'm glad you guys, took a chance to have me on. You feel what I'm saying? And
hell yeah,
I fucked with it super hard, man. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it,
man. All right, we're about to go Jerry on us right here, guys.
Billy, Mr. Red. Mr. Red Rims, Brian Maxwell, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Dude, hey, man, I'm looking forward to that fight, Jake, aren't you? But, Jake, guess what? It's time. It's time.
Is it?
It's fucking let's do it. Let's do this shit. Crank this up. Susan!
Susan, what's up? You got Bruce to introduce you.
Oh, hey.
Okay, Susan. I believe it or not, I've had more messages about you today than anybody. So I've turned my hat backwards. We're going full. So, Susan, you were the accountant for Bare Knuckle Management, right?
Well, originally I was supposed to be the financial advisor to help fighters get, we'll say, their affairs in order. So, and then I ended up doing like all different kinds of things. So.
You had
we got an echo.
You turned into running errands or what do you mean?
Hey, who's got their TV on?
I mean, like just building rosters. I ended up like working with sponsorships. But of course, all those pieces are tied to the financial aspects of the business. So
did you ever make any money? Hey, I think your TV.
Actually,
I think your TV. Hey, Susan. Hey, Susan. I think your TV's up or something. I hear something they can't hear you.
My daughter's beside me.
I got you.
Chloe, can you turn that down? I have a 4-year-old. Sorry.
Oh no, it's cool. I got daughters.
So do we. Not together. That'd be
Oh, we got a question.
Not both of us together. Each of
us. Does Paul owe you money?
Well, we kind of I already put everything out there. So.
Oh yeah, you got fans. You have people in the press asking these questions. Team Susan. Jake, how many messages? 100 messages, Team Susan today?
I was in the shower earlier and my phone was like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
So Susan, you can tell us. Everybody wants to know. You haven't made no money, have you?
Personally, as far as sponsorship wise goes, I was working on some things. I was getting there. I will say this: I did not have a contract with BKM. So pretty much any business I did for them was volunteer. So I was told that they were saying that they fired me, but you can't really fire a volunteer.
Can I got a good question. I've been wanting to know this. We were in Birmingham and we saw you and Paul. I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, and I'm just going to ask this because I've already had people tell me to ask you this. Did like when you and Paul, like, does he like? He seems like he likes to take control, like, over women a lot, and he's like he likes to use women to do all his dirty work. That's what I look at. Like, I see he uses everybody the way I look at it.
Well, I mean, he does like to be surrounded by women.
That's little dick syndrome right there. That's what we call that. Jake, little dick syndrome. Hey, look, Paul, you're a fucking bitch. Come see me, motherfucker.
Come see me.
He does like surrounded by beautiful women. I will say that. I don't know if you've looked at the BKN female rosters.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Let me ask you something. This is another question. This is a serious one. So when y'all were down in Birmingham, I noticed that it was just you and Paul. I don't think Jules was there.
No, Jules did not come. So
you were Paul's right-hand person down there, right?
I would say that's accurate, yes.
So, and he didn't pay you to come all the way to Alabama? I mean, did y'all room together? I already had that question. Did y'all share a room or what?
Paul's cheap.
I'm good at this. I got questions up the butt. I know y'all did. My intel says y'all did. So let me ask you something. Why would he troll you today with his son's fake account when y'all were sharing a room together?
I didn't want to share a room, so
But he made you, and was there 2 beds in the room?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. I was making sure because no, I'm taking your side. The reason why men that are managers like to use their power to take advantage of women. That's why the me movement, and that's why I got 4 daughters, and I hate people like that. And I saw that post today. So you're telling me he drove you all the way? Did you drive? Or he rode a Greyhound. Did you drive?
Greyhound.
Okay, so I flew from Oklahoma City to Baltimore, and then from Baltimore I drove to Alabama. So
and you drove from Baltimore
to Alabama? Yeah, it was 12 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's like, if you guys saw me the day of weigh-ins, I don't know if you guys were there or not. Like, I was just exhausted.
We didn't get down till Friday afternoon.
I know, Matt.
Yeah, because like, it was a long drive. We'll just
Hey, we got Brawl Rooting in the group. He's a famous fighter and everything. Great guy. Has Paul ever told you a lie? That's what he wants to know.
I don't want to talk about Paul. I will say this: he likes to make big promises, and he doesn't always deliver.
Hey, you know what my ex-wife said that was? You know what my ex-wife said that is? That's a liar. Okay, we got questions. So I got another question for you. So when you were down in Birmingham and all that stuff, and you basically paid all this out of your expense and everything, right? Did you have to pay for the room?
No, I didn't pay for the room.
Well, at least that was the one good thing happened. Hey, are you afraid to speak? Did they threaten you today? Because we got people in the group. Somebody, Brittany said, "Sis, you came on here to talk about Paul. Spit it out. You've got fans. Everybody wants to know. Just tell us the truth. I mean, you tell me what you said in the messages. I see everything you told me. I never told anybody because I keep it conflict unless you say it.
Well, in our comments, I spoke the truth, but like, you know, on a podcast, it's public, and you know, like, you know.
So is his Facebook. So is his son's Facebook post. His son's Facebook post today.
Yeah, sit down. What?
Hey, also, somebody just asked a question. John said, "Why is Jules harassing her?
Harassing
Why
me?
is Jules harassing?" Yes.
I don't know. I'm legitimate. I like to do legitimate business. You know, I don't know if you've seen.
So what does that mean? Whoa.
I had.
What does that mean?
Today that was very truthful, 100% honesty. Uh-huh. And then I just wanted to address the fighters because, I mean, those are my guys, you know. I still feel ride or die for them. So okay, so we got a lot of people on here, and your answers are kind of not being like, you're not answering it like I know you want to. So you don't have to be scared of Paul. Nobody will let Paul do that. But why are you not talking? Paul's son put a post out, but it wasn't Paul's son. It was Paul. He has a fake account because he messages me from it. And then Jules posted something about you. So why are you being like kind of chicken right now? Tell us, or like you said you're a real business person and you tell the truth. So what were they doing? I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty details of the business, but I posted earlier about, you know, wanting to be involved in legitimate businesses. And
so what does that mean?
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I already quit one time about 2 weeks ago. And part of my post today, I mean, that was one of the reasons. So,
hey, Carrie Carlo said, "Let it all out." Fuck that. That's what they said. You got fans on here, and Jules said you posted.
I know I have fans, but like, I also don't want to burn bridges. Like,
well, let me ask you something. What bridges? It's Paul. I mean, be honest. What bridges? What are you? That don't make no excuse. Nobody likes him. So what does that mean?
Paul, people like Jules. So
I'm not talking about Jules. We're not talking about Jules. We're talking about Paul. I'm not talking about Jules. We're talking about Paul. So you can talk now. Because I'm kind of wasting my time.
I know, but I
You've already burned all the bridges. What's going on? So
I mean, I know.
How many fighters? Okay, be honest with me.
Everyone sent me their posts. I'm not going to retaliate. Anyone who knows me knows who I am, and you know, they know blatant lies.
Did you send the underage boy a nudie picture? That's what Paul was posting.
No.
Why would he do? Let me ask you something. Why are you being nice to him?
What?
I got one question though, Cody, and then I'll let Cody go back. I know you care about the fighters. I've seen it, you know, reiterated in a lot of your posts. To prevent fighters from signing with said management company, I mean, do you advise against it for them to sign with that management company? I mean, are they going to get fights? Is that? I mean, that's what everyone's goal is to get fights.
I will say this: Paul does know Dave, and he has gotten
I know Dave
fights.
and his brother.
But let me ask you something. Out of the 100 fighters, there's only been one fight in the last year, so that's full of shit. You know who I know?
The fighters, you know what I mean? Like they're not going to fight. I'll sign a contract. I mean, I want to see these guys fight.
Hey, and Susan, you remember that funny post I sent you of the dolls that one night?
Yeah, and I sent it on. You
sent it to Paul, right? And it was a funny post. Do you feel like he should have threatened me for that post? That's what I'm saying. He's kind of little dick syndrome. That's what we call it, little dick syndrome. Everybody take a shot. We mentioned David. Every time we take a shot, okay. How many fighters does he have under contract? That he's his contract.
Last time I knew of, there was 78.
And let me ask you something. between each one of y'all's conversations, you, him, and Jules, is that what's the realistically they're going to get fights? I mean, he just signs them because we just talked to GOAT Agency, and every one of their fighters are about to fight in 2 months. I can name a list of 73, and I don't think any of them are about to fight. Maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Last I heard, I knew that Jeremy Smith was fighting and Crystal Pittman. I was told they were going to be on the Miami card, but you know, I don't know about contracts or anything like that yet. I kind of stayed out of that piece.
Were there any contracts though?
What?
Were there actually contracts? I mean, because like here's my thought process: is that you basically sign somebody's name. You could be a fighter, it could be whatever. You sign somebody's name and hope that another agency wants that name, and you sell those name rights. We'll call them fighters, but they're really just you're selling that name, and you could get money from a fighter without them even ever having a fight. You just own their rights, basically.
Yeah.
Why are you scared to talk when you never made no money? I mean, I don't understand that. If
I'm not even trying to be aggressive. I'm just curious. I mean, I'm like just genuine curiosity.
I was kind of
You're making me smoke my bullshit.
Into being more PR friendly, I would say.
Whoa. Who coached you?
I've been having calls all day from all.
Let me ask you something. Has anybody paid you? Because this is what I've been told, and I'm going to say this right now. Because I'm going to give you a free. You've got your company is the most unorganized company. Bare Knuckle. They hired a guy as their praise guy. Some guy up north. He's like 500 pounds, and he's their what was it? He said he's their spiritual advisor. But the other night I saw where he said him and his wife are bisexual swingers, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's your spiritual advisor? Yeah, I sent you in the group. Look at it. That's all. I'm serious. So, I mean, is it not? I mean, what I'm saying is you're here right now. You're gonna say there's a bunch of fighters on right now. Right now, if you had a son or a daughter about to fight, would you let them sign with Bare Knuckle Management? And if you say yes, you're full of shit. So tell me the truth.
Well, I will say this: there are fighters on the roster that know everything, and I mean they're standing up the hand.
You're not fighters till you get a fight. They're not fighters till they let them fight in bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? So let's call them paper signers. So how many of those paper signers are actually going to fight? Susan, everybody, I've done got 50 messages on my phone right now. Would you sign with Bare Knuckle Management? Just tell me right now. You know that you and Paul shared a room, possibly a bed that night. And don't even. I had to ask you that, Brawl. I asked it for Brawl.
No.
Susan Walker said, "Why did you come on here if you're afraid to talk?"
I just signed that motherfucker right there.
Hey.
$1 million.
So listen, Susan, right now, give me an honest answer. Quit dicking around and say, would you sign with Bare Knuckle Management if you were a fighter, or would you sign from another agency that would give you money and people actually get paid, that has sponsors and stuff?
Well, I mean, y'all know I do box, but if I was a fighter, honestly, I'd probably go with no management. Just from what I know about
tell us why. What happened?
What?
Just free agent, and just do your own thing until you can make a name for yourself, and just trust your own grind.
Well, I mean, you make connections in the business. I mean, you gotta make connections, but I mean, for a person, you're gonna work harder for yourself than anyone is going to.
Coach Rob said he ain't been signed yet either. So. No, okay. So,
okay. The contract right now. I got blank contract paper right here. Rob, I got you.
Scott Farley said his girlfriend will box you. Hey, okay. So what? Susan, I need okay. You're being too nice, and look. Paul posted about a really bad post about you today.
million. Rob.
Oh, I've seen
Rob.
it. I've seen it. People
Okay.
shared it with me. I know what he posted.
And you know that what he posted is a felony in most states. So why don't you just tell us the truth? Okay, Susan, God said right now, you got to make a decision. I know the truth. If you don't tell me the truth, you're going to fall over dead right now. So tell me right now, Susan, honest truth. Bare Knuckle Management, if you had to give 1 out of 10, what would you give it? And God's watching, and I'm calling myself God right now.
Well, I can't honestly give you an answer because I haven't worked for any other management companies. So
You never worked for them. Susan, you never got a goddamn fitty. You're a fucking goddamn amateur accountant. You're an amateur accountant for Bare Knuckle Management.
Thanks for calling me an amateur. I do have a master's degree.
No. They got to pay you. They got to pay you first. I didn't say you're an amateur accountant anywhere else for Bare Knuckle Management until they pay you money. You don't work for them. That's like me and Jake right now. Hey, Jake. Hey, I'm going to come over here and we're going to play this game. I'm going to sign you to this kickball tournament. I'm never going to pay you, but you're a professional kickball player. Okay?
Yeah.
Will you sign the contract?
MVP.
Hey, okay. So also Paul Jr.'s been messaging me saying stuff. So Susan, I don't want to take so much time because I feel like you're too nervous and everything. But I mean, I want you to just be honest because everything you said to me, it's kind of like you're scared. I mean, this is like, was you a real, like, did you ever look at his finances, like Bare Knuckle Management? Does Paul make money?
Well, I wasn't, I don't know if there was an accountant for the business. That's not what I was like joined up to do. So I just know what I experienced when I was trying to handle business because.
Hey Jake, share Brittany's thing. Share Brittany's question. I share Brittany's question. That's a good question.
I can't see it right now.
Okay, we're gonna share it. Brittany says, "Okay, but how many fighters have Toy slept with?"
Yeah, everything is good. Damn it.
And who was the best?
Come on.
What?
Come on.
Sorry, Chloe, I can't hear.
Yes, I got it.
What was the question?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask a question. This is a hard question. All right, Jules made a post earlier. She said that she was going to let all the fighters' wives talk about you because you've tried to have sex with all their husbands. Is that true?
No.
I can ask you a question.
I didn't talk to any fighters on the BKM roster. So
I was going to ask you this, Jake. Jake, this is my golden question right here. Out of all the people, and I know you're a girl, and I know how guys are in your inbox, how many of those fighters that are talking shit about you sent you a dick pic?
Actually, the BKM roster is a good roster of guys. I haven't received any photos from any BKM.
Okay. But you have from other fighters everywhere. Okay, right? So I mean, Jake, you want me to ask the question, Jake? She's got. Okay,
ahead,
so
yeah,
I mean, was you impressed? I mean, was there some fighter that caught your eye?
Oh, I don't want to go here.
Oh, I do.
I know you.
Hey, listen.
I'll tell you, if
And
I was a
also,
fighter, it wouldn't be me.
Hey, I know. That's what I'm saying. If you send your dick pic out there, it's out there. So if you send it, if somebody wants to talk about it, you can talk about it. Trust me, I did that one time and I accidentally did it, and everybody talked about it because I sent it to my mama accidentally. True story. I said, "You want a mouth?" I said, "You want a mouthful of this?" And I didn't mean it. I was my mama, and my mama said back, she was like, "I seen that when you were a baby. I don't need it." I was like, "Oh shit."
Still ain't grown at all.
Hey, that's a long story. I actually, it's younger now. Jake knows the side story about that, so I'm not going to talk about that now. So Susan, so who's the guy that impressed you? You don't have to send the pic. What guy impressed you? I mean, this is This is big right here. I mean, you're the manager. Look, you're the accountant for an organization. Did Paul ever send you? Here we go. There's the question. Thank you. Did Paul ever send you a dick pic? That's what I wanted to know.
Thank God, no.
You can't zoom in.
Let me ask you something.
Camera phone.
Okay, what's the question?
So who is it? Answer the question. What guy impressed you?
Y'all know the one guy that, like, I'm even in the BKFC like realm.
Yeah, you burned him. So Brandon, so you're saying Brandon's like the biggest donkey dick in the world? Is that what you're telling me right now? God damn it, Brandon! Hell yeah. Donkey dick, Brandon.
DDB.
Now I know why you drew the picture. Now I know why you drew the picture. So let's talk about you and Brandon. So tell me about it. What happened? I knew y'all were kind of talking. He sent you a dick pic. That means he was serious. So what happened? Why y'all hate each other now?
She don't hate Brandon.
Hey, okay, there we go, Jake. We know Brandon hates Paul. And if you really like Brandon, honor Brandon. Tell us the fucking truth about Paul.
I know Paul hates Brandon. He told me that. Or I know Brandon hates Paul. He told me that.
Why does Paul hate Brandon?
I don't think Paul really hates Brandon. So.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I'm going to have to Instagram Brandon and say, goddamn donkey dick Brandon. No, he ain't the green gizzard anymore, donkey dick. Every time now, holy shit. Hey, listen. Let's get back to Paul because I gotta go take a shit in just a little bit because that's what I think. I gotta go take a Paul. Everybody, that's what we call it now.
Elbow pump. Very nice, Andrew. Very nice.
So let me ask you.
All right, Chloe.
Nirvana doesn't have any bogus fees.
Sorry. Chloe, get over there.
Start boarding up these photos.
So tell me right now, because I'm about to get off. Everybody wants to know. And we got a bunch of viewers. Would you right now, if somebody said you have to make the chance, would you sign with Bare Knuckle? What would you tell fighters? Because look, if you love the fighters like you love and you know the ins and outs, why would you not tell the truth and tell the fighters to sign somewhere else?
No, he's just feeling around.
Do you really love the fighters?
I do. I love the team. So, Chloe, get back, please.
So,
wait.
come on, come on. Susan, look, we got 5 minutes, and then after that, you won't have to worry about it. So tell us right now. Tell me, I'm here for. I want to know because look, Paul's threatened me. He sent me messages. He's done all that shit. I was talking to Tim. He's in the box now. Paul's threatening him. Paul's threatening everybody. Paul's threatened your life. You know that post he made could have got your daughter took away from you about the 16-year-old kid having sex. You know that, right? It's seen in pictures.
Yeah.
So fuck Paul and come on and let's talk about it. Tell me, he obviously don't give a fuck about you. So tell me right now, is that organization a real organization or is it just fake and nobody makes any money? Ask Billy McGee's question, Jay.
Well, just look at it this way. I'm pursuing other opportunities.
Susan, you're full of
that kind of
Susan.
answers your question.
What? Look. He's trying to take your kid away from you, and you're trying to be nice to him. So that don't make no sense. Does that make sense to y'all? Brawl said, bro, I listened to this whole wacko fucking talk for 30 minutes, and she hasn't said nothing. That's what somebody said in the box right then.
Okay, I'm not wacko. I'm just...
That's what people are saying now. People...
I'm not. I put it all out there. Everything I said was 100% the truth.
Well, say it right now. I need you to say it. I don't remember it.
All these years and now you remember.
Well, just the fact that,
What changed?
Well, I mean, everyone saw the post. Y'all know what happened. And
nobody's seen it.
And apparently, I'm not the only one that's happened to.
Really? So look, Jules said that you were trying to sleep with all the roster on her post or something like that. I can't remember. Paul says you tried to have sex with his 16-year-old son, and Susan's sitting here playing sweet pea and not saying nothing bad. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, just look at it this way. Who's being professional in this exchange?
Actually, I don't think it's professional. I think you're scared of them.
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. It's just that I'm pursuing other opportunities, and I don't want this to hinder any of those opportunities.
Look, Susan, the post that he posted today ruined all your opportunities. It could get you fired from your work and everything.
And I know it was a Paul, and it was a blatant lie. So,
all right. So,
to anyone on my team, they will tell you I've never approached them in that way. So.
Okay, so Susan, I got two questions, and I'm done. First off, when you were in the hotel with Paul, did he try to hook up with you? Just tell me the truth. Y'all were both drunk. I saw y'all were really drunk, both of y'all. And I know a bunch of guys bought you drink. You posted that.
Yeah. I drank a little more than I should have. A rookie mistake, but I'm a single mom, and that was like the first time I've been without my kid in years. So I did drink a little bit too much, but nothing happened. So.
Did he try?
I passed out in my Jeep in the parking lot in front of Waffle House. No fucking shame. Cody drove me home.
What?
Hey, listen.
I passed out.
No, actually, the night of the event, I got left at the Fighter Hotel. So I ended up hanging out in the lobby all night.
I left Cody at the venue because he wouldn't get in the Jeep.
Jake was so fucking drunk. He drove over the curb in a parking lot that wasn't a parking lot.
Okay, my God. Oh, my God. I have to explain myself now. I drove over the curb because there was a fucking line of cars to get into the parking lot. So I was like, well, fuck this line of cars. I'm going into the parking lot here.
Jake, listen, Susan, Jake has a Jeep, too. Y'all are in the Jeep. She's got a Jeep, too, Jake. And she loves her Jeep.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, Jake, tell Jake the truth. Jake, your Jeep, she'll tell you the truth.
You won't mind me taking that.
So, Susan, my last question. Are you still in love with Brandon Lamb?
After all this shit happened with Brandon and Quentin and Tony and whoever else, that's a whole nother story. After all that happened, I left. We went to the bar. And then the next thing I remember is waking up in my driveway. And
thank you, Monica. You're watching, though. I had to shout out to have you ever seen Jackass? I never said I was professional. Okay, Susan, my last question.
Hey, Monica, welcome to the internet. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the views.
Yeah.
This is your first day on the internet? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Welcome. Hey, so Susan, are you still in love with Brandon? That's my last question.
No, I'm good. I don't think I was in love with Brandon, but I really did like him. So.
All right. Well, Susan, since you're scared of Paul and you won't talk, we'll let you go. You got any shout outs? Hey, listen, I was trying to help you out because I feel like you're the victim, and men take. I feel like you're like the victim. That's how you're playing right now. Like you're scared. So don't be afraid.
I will say this. I want to say more, but I want to give that. I don't want to give too much and make anyone.
Wow. Listen. I swear to God, how much money do you want me to give you right now? I'll PayPal you if you fucking tell me the goddamn truth for a second. Is Paul a piece of shit? Yes or no? No middleman. Is he a piece of shit? Yes or no?
Every time. Get 0% APR plus 0 for 90 days on Sonata. Or get up to 30.
He said you fucked 16-year-olds.
I know, and he also stole money from me.
Is it true?
No, of course not.
Hey, Bron said they'll pay too. So, Susan, this is it. Everybody says you wasted their time because you're scared of Paul. So is Paul a piece of shit?
I'm not scared of Paul. So it's not that. I don't want to. I mean, everyone's connected in this business, and
no, they're not. Nobody. No, they're not. Nobody's connected to Paul. Nobody wants to be connected to Paul. Do you love Paul or something?
Oh God, no.
Then okay. All right, Jay. Hey, Susan, it's been great. She's been good. Thanks, Jay. I'm gonna finish it off right here. Thank you, Susan, for coming on.
We're gonna get a copyright strike for the music.
Yeah, cut her, Jake, so I can finish it. I got the closing statements right here, guys. That was their accountant, and you saw that. She literally admitted that she gets dick pics on her messengers. She slept in the same room with a man. I mean, a man got her to do that. Is this a company that you want to go to as a fighter? She's your accountant.
I like her answer though. Honestly, if I was, I would just rely on my own skills and not even have a manager. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not a professional fighter. I'm fucking sitting in my fucking bedroom.
Yeah, no, but
on the internet. But I wouldn't sign a contract until I hit, honestly, like a UFC or like a one championship, or that's really about it.
But see,
I don't know how this works, so I don't really know.
She was the accountant, though, Jake. You know what I'm saying? The unprofessionalism. If you were a fighter, would you put? She was their accountant. Would you put your financial in front of her? Would you do that? Would you trust her with your money?
Yeah, I mean, I would trust a trained professional.
No. Would you trust that management company with her being the accountant, Paul being the man? You saw how unprofessional she was.
I wouldn't trust the management company. No.
Yeah.
But if she worked for a reputable company, yeah, for sure.
Hey, TJ Sanders, Paul don't have any money to steal. And I'm gonna say last thing, I'm about to get off. Any man that makes a woman fly out and they're not together and they share a hotel room with her and stuff, I feel like he was trying. I was just joking. I didn't know they really did that. So what I'm saying is, if all the fighters out there that ever see this, if you're with Bare Knuckle Management, run. She was the accountant. Paul's the manager. They had this one guy that gives mental advice, and he
I don't know anyone on their roster. I mean, they have 78 fighters. None of them have fought for any. I don't know any of them.
They got Misfit. She's a badass. They got the Marine.
They're 1 out of 78.
No, that's Jake, the guy that beat Stamps. The Marine guy, he's on the roster. But that's about it.
All right, we're 2 for 78. That's fucking horrible. I mean,
but also I gave Jules. To be honest, I gave Jules a chance to come on, but she said she didn't have her kids, and I don't have a problem with Jules. Jules never sent a threatening message to me, and Jules, I've never had anything threatened. I had a beef with Paul, and can I end this? Can I cut it right here at the end, Jake?
Yeah, make my promo right here.
This is my promo. Paul, you Facebooked me from fake account and told me you're going to come see me. I'm in Fayetteville, fucking Tennessee. You want to see me? Come see me.
Come to Rocket City Boxing. What's up?
Come to Rocket City Boxing. We'll spar. Bring your guys with you. I already know you've already threatened me with a few of those guys. Bring those guys.
Looking motherfucker.
Jay, you saw my fight gear. I'm gonna post. It's on my website. I got my weed fight gear. Fuck you, Paul. I'm coming after you. I'm gonna close your business. I told you I'm the fake management police, and I'm after you. Deuces.
Is that it? That's how you're going to end it? That's the final word?
No, man. I dropped my blunt.
Oh, was that the final word?
I was going to let you close it. I just said my piece. I just want to say that.
Like that. I'm watching this Warriors-Lakers game, and I really got to pee. And it's been
all right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. Hey, listen, last thing I'm going to say, can you go? I know a lot of people says I'm unprofessional. And
fuck them
and
people.
Stuff like that. Can you go to that Only Hands page? We don't talk bare knuckle every week. We do MMA. We talk karate, combat. But can you go to Inside the Mind and just look, it would make my night to just look at it and get a few likes. Jake, tell them to help the poor redneck out right here. Anyway, guys, thanks for showing. Everybody have a great night. Fuck fake management.
And shout out Turp House Farms. Jay,
Oh shit.
you the man. Shout out Turp
Promo
House
code
Farms.
blunt.
But
Tiger
no,
energy drink.
I ain't got nothing.
Tiger energy drink. All that cool stuff. Everybody have a good night.
Get to the
I'm
show.
sorry she didn't answer.
Yeah, we couldn't get her to answer nothing.
All right, I'm going, guys.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Inside the Minds of Fighting. Make sure to follow on socials for exclusive posts and upcoming guests.